From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, January 19th, 2026. I'm Steve Prentice. Cybercom-NSA leadership nominee to assess dual hat role. Army Lieutenant General Joshua Rudd, the presidential nominee for the Director of the National Security Agency, Chief of the Central Security Service, and Command of U.S. Cyber Command, stated in a confirmation hearing on Thursday that he would, quote, evaluate the efficiency of the dual hat leadership role between U.S. Cyber Command and the National Security Agency if he is confirmed to the job, end quote. He would replace General Timothy Hogg, who had been Cybercom Commander and NSA Director until his termination in April of last year, at which time he was replaced by current acting head of both organizations, Lieutenant General William Hartman. 2/3 of third-party applications access sensitive data without justification, says report. Data released this month by researchers at Reflectis analyzed 4,700 leading websites over a 12-month period ending in November of last year. It suggests that 64% of third-party applications access sensitive data without business justification, up from 51% in 2024. Government sector and education sites showed the most active compromise, with Google Tag Manager, Shopify, and Facebook Pixel showing up consistently as, quote, specific offenders, end quote. The report highlights, quote, a growing governance gap termed unjustified access, referring to instances where third-party tools are granted access to sensitive data without a demonstrable business need, end quote. A link to the report is available in the show notes to this episode. GhostPoster browser extensions up to 840,000 installs. Following up on and updating a story we covered 1 month ago, 17 more malicious extensions linked to the GhostPoster campaign have been discovered in Chrome, Firefox, and Edge stores, and have currently accumulated 840,000 installations. Discovered and reported by researchers at KOI Security, that's KOI, last month, the GhostPoster campaign delivers malicious JavaScript code inside its logo images. This code monitors browser activity and implants a backdoor and, quote, hijacks affiliate links on major e-commerce platforms and injects invisible iframes for ad fraud and click fraud, end quote. These newly identified extensions are no longer present in the add-on stores belonging to Mozilla and Microsoft. Police turn the screws on Black Basta. Ukrainian and German law enforcement authorities have, quote, identified 2 Ukrainians suspected of working for the Russia-linked ransomware group Black Basta and have placed the group's alleged leader, a Russian national, on an international wanted list, end quote. This according to officials speaking on Thursday. The 2 suspects were described by police as hash crackers, quote, responsible for recovering passwords from stolen data using specialized software, end quote. The hunt is now on for Oleg Nefedov, a 36-year-old Russian national identified as the group's ringleader, who may also have ties to the Conti gang. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Dropzone AI. Here's a security tip most vendors won't tell you. Your SOC analysts aren't slow, they're drowning. The average enterprise faces tens of thousands of alerts daily, and even your best analysts can only investigate so many before burnout wins. Dropzone AI changes that math. Their AI SOC agents autonomously investigate every alert, no playbooks or code required, in 3 to 10 minutes flat. So stop triaging, start defending. Book a demo at dropzone.ai, that is dropzone.ai. Anchorage Police Department suffers cyber attack. An incident that occurred on January 7th appears to have been the result of a cyber attack on a third-party vendor conducting a software upgrade. The vendor, Utah-based White Box Technologies, supports multiple agencies nationwide. Representatives of the Anchorage Police Department state they do not believe any systems were compromised or sensitive data stolen by the event. Canadian investment regulator suffers data breach. The Canadian Investment Regulatory Organization, CIRO, confirmed on Friday that approximately 750,000 investors were impacted by a cyber incident last year. The organization, quote, oversees all investment and mutual fund dealers in the country alongside trading activity on Canada's debt and equity marketplaces. It is not an arm of the Canadian government. The data breach followed a, quote, sophisticated phishing attack that was detected in August, end quote. The data at risk includes PII and financial information, but not login details. Grubhub confirms data stolen in recent security breach. The food delivery platform says hackers accessed its systems and are now sending the company extortion demands. Further details about the breach, including when it occurred and what data may have been taken, have not been released, and it is also unclear as to whether this incident is related to a wave of scam emails that had been sent from its b.grubhub.com subdomain promoting a cryptocurrency scam. Carlsberg brewer visitor wristbands expose visitor data. Visitors to the Carlsberg exhibition in Copenhagen, a popular attraction for beer lovers, are being warned that photographs made of them as part of a memento service may not be secure. Offered as a complement to beer-themed activities for visitors, the photos of the visitors themselves were intended to be made available by entering visitor wristband ID onto the company's website for a fixed period of time. However, researchers revealed that through a brute forcing technique, quote, anyone could access the names and images belonging to the many hundreds of beer enthusiasts who visit the brewery each month, end quote. This fact was discovered by one visitor to the attraction, Alan Money of Pen Test Partners, who succeeded in performing a brute forcing exercise and submitted a report to the brewer on August 19th. According to the Register, Carlsberg has yet to resolve this issue. It's Monday, and that means it's time for another episode of the Department of No. Join us at 4 p.m. Eastern today on the CISO Series YouTube channel. Each week, we ask some of the brightest minds in cybersecurity how the news of the week will impact their jobs and their teams. If you join live, you can ask questions during the show and join in on the fun. So set a calendar reminder for the Department of No every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to CISOseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.